I'm going to be using ChatGPT. This is not the free version. Right now you can get it for about $20 a month. And this is what the logo or the image looks like, the one the customer sent us. I'm on Facebook. What I need to do from here, I'm going to make a copy. So I just did a right click on the mouse, copy image. From there, I'm going to bring it to CorelDRAW. This is the old version that we have. And I'm going to bring the copy that I made, I'll just paste it. And then after that, I took a screenshot, which I already have here. And this is the reason why we're going to use ChatGPT. I'm going to try to vector the screenshot that I took of the logo. So I just went to bitmaps and then outline, trace, and then that option, and you will see what we get once we vector it using this software. I'm going to place that the vector image to the side, and let me do a zoom in so you can see like all of the details that need to be fixed. And this is how we're going to avoid fixing all of those little details. This image obviously is not going to work. I'm going to go back to enhanced and then just get rid of that. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and then bring the image that I already took a screenshot of, and it should be here. Open it, and then I'm just going to type in this is what I typed in. Make this one color logo, high resolution 5000 by 5000 on white background. I just need the tree with total care arch on top of the logo and landscaping straight at the bottom. This image has to be vinyl cutter friendly. And I'm just gonna send it and just give it a few minutes and see what happens. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna click on the image and then just make a copy of it again. And then I'm gonna go back to CorelDRAW and then just bring the copy that we made. And then from here, I'm going to vector it, and you will see that this is gonna be a lot easier compared to what we did earlier. Just went to bitmaps and then clip art. Shouldn't take very long. I may need to fix a few details, but it's not gonna be as bad. And then I'm gonna just resize it and just to see how close the image is to the original, if we need to do a lot of work or what needs to be fixed. If you're liking this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Thank you for your support. It is very close. I'm gonna go back to arrange and then ungroup all. I'm just gonna get rid of the letters because I don't really like the way ChatGPT placed them, which I was expecting. Honestly, I just really only care about the tree. There's a few things that I need to fix. Let me zoom in so that I can show you. I gotta delete those. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete the very small leaves at the bottom of the tree, and then I'm gonna highlight the whole tree and then weld it. And I'm gonna go to this little icon here, the weld icon, weld it, and let me show you those things that disappear. This is how I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna click on the tree and then go to the left shape tool and just delete those nodes, and they will disappear like that. Now I'm gonna bring that tree on top of that original tree here, and then I'm gonna try to place it exactly where the other is. As you can see, it's not 100%, it's not exactly the same, but it is very close. Now I'm gonna go and look for a font. I already have an idea which one I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna go to text tool and then just type in capital letters, total care, and then I'm gonna go to where we have the fonts, and it's gonna be this one here. It's not exactly the same one, but this one is very close to the original font, very similar to it. And then I need to break those letters apart. I'm gonna go to arrange and then break apart, and then I'm gonna try to resize this to the original size of the letters. I'm gonna pull them a little bit like that, and then the landscaping at the bottom, And then I'm gonna make a copy of those letters and you will see why. And I'm gonna make this little detail here. I'm gonna go to the left and select the Bezier tool, and I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna go back to shape tool and then select all knots and then just convert to curves and then just make them a little curved like that. And then I'm gonna delete those knots and this will happen. I'm gonna make them a little bit thicker, the lines, probably like an 8. And then I'm gonna make just a copy of the same image and then I'm gonna rotate it, try to place it right on top of this. It needs to be a little bit bigger. And what I need to do, I need to convert that into a shape. I'm gonna go to Arrange, Convert Object to Lines to Object, and I need to do the same with the bottom one. I'm gonna try to place it exactly. I think that's good. And then I'm gonna weld both of them and just make another copy of the same image and then just bring it all the way to the other side, and I need to mirror that image, and I'm gonna do exactly at the height of the other image. I'm gonna select both images and then letter E, and they should be exactly at the same height. And then I'm gonna do the 2-point line and then just do like a little line across. Let me zoom in so you can see what happened. And then I'm gonna make this like a probably like a 10, and I need to convert that into a shape just like I did with the other shapes, and then just place it about there. And then I'm going to select that along with this other image, and for some reason the inside of the shape disappeared, but if you go to view and then wireframe, you can see that they're still there. I know this can bother you, and if you're like me, this will bother you. So I'm gonna select the shape that we just welded and then break apart, and then I need to go to Arrange and then Shaping and then Boundary. I'm gonna show you what shape we just created, and then I'm gonna go to Cut and then delete the green, and then I'm gonna select both of those. Oops, just the little leaves or whatever they are. I'm gonna weld those and then make them different color. And then remember that we made a copy of something, and then just paste it. And first of all, I'm gonna move this out of the way. I don't need that anymore on there. And then I'm gonna bring that image to the back, and then I'm just going to simplify those. Arrange, simplify, and then just delete those. I don't think it was really necessary, but you know, like I said, if you're like me, that will bother you. The fact that the image disappears, that bothers me all the time. So that's why I did it. And then I'm just gonna center everything. So this is the very first option, and now I'm gonna bring the tree and give them another option. I'm gonna do a little shape. I'm gonna go to the left and then ellipse tool and do a circle, and I'm gonna click Control so that the circle is a perfect circle. And then I'm going to do, like, the tree measures like 2.8. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger, like 3.3. And then I'm gonna select the tree as well with the circle, and then letter C and then letter E, and it's exactly at the center. And then I'm gonna type in total care for this one here. And I'm gonna make this, yeah, I think it looks good right there. I'm gonna make another copy just in case. Sometimes I would need to resize that, but I'm gonna select that. and then just go to this little icon here, fit text to path, and it's going to add it here. Try to center it. I think it looks good right there. And then I'm going to we'll get rid of the little rectangle circle. I'm going to just place it there next to it, and then I'm going to bring this a little bit lower probably. And this is going to be the same color as the other, and then I'm just going to bring that copy of it, and then this one I'm going to resize it. This one doesn't need to be that long. I can make it a little bit smaller than that, and I'm going to center the whole thing, and then probably put this a little bit closer. And for the mockups, I'm not going to put the phone number. I'm just going to, this is all I'm going to do right now. And then I'm going to place this to the side in case we need those. For the front, there's not really that many options because, let me check the size of that. I think it's good. For the front, this is the only thing that we're going to do for the mockup. I'm just going to do this little, like the letters on the front and then the trees on the back. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use ChatGPT to make a few samples of mockups on safety green shirts, long sleeves, and with the same color, forest green for the logos. I think that's like one of the best combinations. And I'm going to send this option, and then for the front, that's going to be what I'm going to the option that I'm going to give them, and I'm going to see what ChatGPT does for us. So these are the screenshots that I took of the logos, and this is the command. Can you make me mockups with these logos on safety green long sleeve shirts? The first logo, make it on the left side and needs to be smaller. The second one goes on the back and has to be bigger. Keep logos forest green. And this was the first option that we got. But as you can see, the one on the back, the logo is sticking out, and I asked it to fix it, which it kind of did. Fix the logo on the back so that it's not sticking out. Make it a little bit smaller, just the one on the back. And this is what the option that it gave me. But as you can see, it cut the hands of the tree, which, I mean, this is a good option if you're in a hurry, if you don't have much time to sit down on the computer and look for shirts and stuff like that. So this could be a good option, but that's not what we're going to do. What I did, I actually downloaded some shirts and I used like the options. The first one, this is the one, and I included the phone number at the bottom, and then the front with the phone number as well. And then this is the other option with the arch, total care, landscaping, and then the phone number at the bottom. I fixed a few things, and actually I have another option for different colors because they were asking for safety orange, and I gave them with this color, like 4 different colors for the logo. They also wanted some estimates for car magnets, and I also sent them 2 different options. Like the magnets were going to be 24 by 12 according to the vehicle that they have. And this is all the information that I included. I told them that I could make them or order the magnets online if they want exactly the same design, but if they're in a hurry and they want the products like within a few days, this is the fastest option that we have for them. As you guys can see, for the shirts, we didn't include any of the services. Of course, we recommended to avoid including too much information on the shirts. And for the magnets, that's a different story. We told them that we could include like the services. Of course, it's really up to the customer. He's the one that's gonna pay for the products. It's not what we want, but we can still give them recommendations. And yeah, so we're still waiting to hear from them. Make sure you guys stay tuned if you want to find out what happens if we seal the deal with them. Alright guys, so this is it for this video. Thank you so much. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Remember that we also have memberships available if you would like to support us additionally. If you do become a member, you will have access to all kinds of different videos that are not for the public. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you until the next one.